Hi, I'm Jenny from the plot, and this is my allotment. Welcome to my lady garden.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. I'm down to earth.
Now it is a growing and sowing day today, but I just wanted to update you on the bird feeder situation. It still doesn't seem to have been touched, but my auntie Brenda says that she has bird feeders in her garden, and when she first put them out, it took the birds a long time to work out that they were actually there, but once they found them, that was it. She was refilling, like they don't have TripAdvisor, do they, birds, to tell them where to go and eat. So I guess it's just word of mouth or word of beak or tweet of beak. So here we are in the greenhouse. Everything's still doing pretty well. My only slight concern is the peas. These are my garden peas, my eating peas, are starting to look a little bit yellow, I think. What do you reckon? And I do think that something, I'm going to turn them around and show you, something is nibbling on them. Can you see? If you've got any advice, hints, tips, or know what could be doing that, please let me know. Now, we need to talk about the sunflowers because I sowed them 2 weeks ago and I turned my back for 5 minutes and I'll show you what they look like now. Oh my goodness. I mean, if you thought my tomatoes were leggy, I mean, these are leggy with legs on top. Dear God. I mean, look at him. Look at. That's been 2 weeks. How does that happen? Okay, so I did two things when I realised the situation with the sunflowers. One, I googled what makes plants leggy, and light is the biggest answer. Not enough light. But I had them at home on a sunny windowsill with grow lights. So I'm thinking perhaps my grow lights just aren't cutting the mustard. And apparently natural light is much better than grow lights anyway. So I'm going to put them in here in the greenhouse to get some more natural light. Warmth was another thing that was mentioned. Sometimes if it's too warm, that can make plants go leggy, and our flat is very warm, so it could be that. So again, I'm going to put them in the greenhouse. They'll be a little bit cooler. I don't know. I mean, literally, they're just blooming ridiculous. So the other thing I did, as well as googling what had caused the problem, I commented on one of Linda's vlogs. Linda, who does the Feel Good Garden. I will put a link to her channel in the description because she is the guru of all things sunflower, and she's absolutely amazing, and she has the best voice. Like literally, I wish she would do audiobooks or because her voice is so relaxing. I love listening to her, and also she knows her stuff about sunflowers. And I asked her, I said, look Linda, my sunflowers are really leggy. Can I pot them up and bury them deep like you do with tomatoes? And Linda got back to me and said, yes, you can absolutely do that, and it does make them stronger because just like tomatoes, they start growing roots kind of out of the stem when it's been buried. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to rescue the sunflowers. I haven't got a nice delicate stick for pricking things out with. This is my little weed poker. So yeah, it's not very delicate. I'll try and be careful with it though. So that is my sunflowers, potted up and planted deep. I've had to do 2 to a pot, basically because I don't have enough pots or compost. But you know, I won't need them all. It'll be survival of the fittest. So whichever one of these grows best is going to be the one that survives. I'm still sowing flowers. I think this might be the last lot of flowers that I'm sowing today. maybe. But I'm going to be doing some marigolds today. These are Naughty Marietta. And I'm going to be sowing those mainly as companion plants for my tomatoes, because I don't know if I've said, but I'm putting my tomatoes in an outdoor bed this year rather than in the greenhouse. So I'm going to stick some marigolds around them. They're lovely companion plants. And I'm also going to be sowing some zinnias. These are sunbow mixed, and I've not grown zinnias before, so they look so cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do on the plot. I'm going to probably put them in the flower planters, but I don't know. I might stick some at home, might dot them around, who knows, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to be sowing both of those today and taking them home to germinate inside, mainly because the zinnias do need a little bit of heat, I believe, to germinate, from what I've read online. Now the next bit of sowing is one of the most exciting bits for me, because I'm going to be sowing the courgettes and the pumpkins and the squashes today and taking them home to germinate on the windowsill. I have loved growing courgettes because they have worked every single time. I hope I'm not jinxing it. Where's some wood? Touch wood, touch wood. You just get so many courgettes. They're such productive plants. They're just easy. And this is the variety that I've grown for the last couple of years. They are Aster F1. So I'm going to be sowing them again, if I've got enough seeds. I hope not. I got these seeds from Kitchen Garden magazine just yesterday. Summer Sun F1. So they're little, small, mini, round, yellow courgettes, which look really exciting. Never tried them before. So I'm going to do a couple of those and a couple of the regular. Finally, I'm going to be sowing some pumpkins and squashes. And these are going to be going in my one big growing bed that I have at home. I grew pumpkins at the plot here last year and they were absolutely brilliant. They're so exciting because they're so huge and they grow so fast and they sort of take over your plot. They're like fairy tale plants, aren't they? They just grow and grow. They're wild and I really enjoyed them last year. So I'm going to be doing them at home this year, just because I'm trying to swap things around and rotate the beds. So I did the big kind of jack-o'-lantern type ones. These are called Rocket F1. And I did these last year and they were just great. And you know, we're still eating them now. I'm going to also try some butternut squash, which I've never done before. This is the Waltham butternut. These are some seeds that my friend Mo gave me. Now, some of them are some sort of bean, but in amongst there are a couple of different squashes. I don't know if you can see. And actually I will ask Mo what they are, because it'd be nice to know, because they're mysteries right now. So yeah, we'll see how they turn out too. So this is the exciting bit. So exciting that I've pre-filled my pots and pre-done my labels. So we'll start with the courgette Aster F1. These are the ones that have done extremely well for me in the past. How many seeds have I got left, I ask myself. 2, perfect. That's so handy. Now I know with these like squash seeds and courgette seeds, you slot them in like a coin. So you put them in on the side and just slot them in like a coin. 1 and 2. I think it's because if you put them in flat, they can rot. Okay, so these are the little round yellow ones. Oh, they're little tiny ones, look. Little, can you see? They're just like the same kind of shape, but they're much, much smaller. So I'm expecting smaller plants. Ones that will fit in all the little gaps in the bed at the front, which is where I'm going to put them. Rocket F1, that's the big jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that I'm going to do. I'm just going to sow 2, but I'm only going to plant 1. If they both germinate, which would be nice, I might end up giving a seedling away to a friend. Okay, now I've just got to sift out the squash seeds from the bean seeds. I will be sowing Mo's beans later. Amazing looking seeds. They're sort of half red, half white. Very strange. She couldn't remember the name of them when she gave them to me. She just said they're a bit like peas crossed with beans. If anyone knows what they are or what they'll grow into, let me know. I've called this Mo 1 because I can't remember what the squashes were. These are the big ones, big white ones. Slot these in. And I think I've called these Mo 2, slightly smaller. And last one is the butternut. I love butternut squash. Butternut squash soup. Oh, butternut squash chips. Oh, it's delicious. It's one of my absolutely favourite vegetables. Oh, these are teeny tiny. How can such delicious squashes grow from such squiggly little seeds? Okay, well, we will take your word for it. Again, I'm sowing 2 to plant 1 out. Last year, I planted out 2 of the big jack-o'-lantern pumpkin plants, and one of them instantly got killed by the wind. Yes. The wind. It just sort of got blown over and snapped. So I was really glad then to have a spare seedling to pop out. It's always handy to have a spare seedling. Well, that's it from me for today. I hope you're doing well in your allotments. I hope you're enjoying some sunshine at long, long last. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.